The stories you've never heard.
Who did Suzanne Hill famously slap?
The jokes behind the jokes.
What would happen if I did a great big fart?
For the first time ever on Ash, Lachie, and Susie O'Neill.
That Chando just peed a pants.
We go behind the laughter.
It's a Producers Podcast, halfway through the week on a bit of a grey Wednesday here. It's Nick, it's Lachie, it's Alicia. Just
Yellow.
raw dogging it without the headphones today, Alicia, but you still brought the Coke Zero.
Respect.
So, if anything, consistency
We've been
is the
kicked
key
to a
here.
different studio and there was no headphones. I was like, I don't really need
This is
them.
really weird for me because I haven't recorded anything in here.
Okay.
This is the one that I stand in every morning. I haven't recorded anything here since like doing uni project group work in 2016.
Sorry, are you standing up?
No, she's kneeling
I'm
on a
kneeling on a
spinning
chair.
You know, like again, your wife is a school teacher. I'm sure
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
had a conversation in class. That's how you break your neck.
Well,
Yes.
I normally sit down, but I can never work these chairs, and I couldn't figure out how to make
they're
it
not
higher.
they're not complex pieces of
really
engineering. Like,
So, oh well.
Well, this is the thing I was confused about because I don't ever usually look at Alicia in the face when doing this podcast.
just because you disdain her.
Yes.
You
No, it's
got-
because that she's usually on my left and I only kind of see the profile. And so it's weird looking her in the face recording. I've never...
Never looked at
Now
Alicia
I'm
in a-
conscious about how I look.
No, because Nick and I are usually across from one another. We're in a different
get it.
studio. And so I'm just not used to seeing, one, Alicia's face, but then two...
He never looks me in the eyes.
No, I don't.
Ever.
I mean, you demand that.
Yeah.
Which is, was unnecessary, but
But I think the other thing is that I'm not used to seeing Alicia so tall. That's the other thing that's kind of throwing me off is because
Oh,
she's
yeah,
taller
yeah,
than
she's
she
taller.
usually would be had
Am
she
I?
just been... Yeah,
Oh,
just a
yeah.
little bit, yeah.
That's weird.
yeah. So I'm just thrown off because...
What's the
It's-
weather like up there,
6
mate?
foot Alicia.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, okay.
enough about...
Enough about that. It is 10:11. Just to time code this now. Everyone's in meetings. Weirdly, people,
Mm-hmm.
I believe, the gang is still in the building, which is absolutely crazy. But look, we've had throwdown this morning. Susan's back this morning. Of course.
She
What
is
am I-
back.
What am I talking
How
about?
good.
And I mean, nearly instantly, but then dropped the bundle. Lost $1,100.
Yeah, embarrassing.
Tough.
I think that's the biggest win we've had in quite a while on Smarter Than Suze.
It's been a long
If I
time to
had
get
my
it up
laptop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we haven't gone over $1,000 in quite a
there.
while.
God, I remember when she was on like
she's
a
been
20
slacking.
I mean, no, her 27-game winning streak last year was
Yeah,
just
exactly, that's what I
crazy.
mean.
I don't know. Look, I mean, she did incredibly well with those pre-recorded ones, but it was a weird phenomenon this morning because we've had some different people in the chair, and I don't know. It's like let's say Ash and Lutz are like our single dads or uncles or whatever it is, and they've been dating someone new every day. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Suze is very protective of her chair. She came into my booth this morning. She was like, why was Kendall in my soundproof booth if she wasn't doing Smarter Than Suze? I saw on
heard-
Instagram
I
she was in the soundproof booth. I was like, don't worry, Suze.
she's
Your chair's safe.
She's territorial. She's like
Yeah.
marking it, trying to get her scent back on it. Alicia and I cat owners, you wouldn't get it, Lock.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had Kendall. We had Sam Frost on Tuesday. Sorry,
Yeah.
the public holiday's really throwing me. I don't know what day's what. And then Susie. So
Yeah, we know from the Instagram stories, mate.
Yeah.
It said Monday.
I may have my daily template may have put Monday on it. But anyway, I want to share a little fun. Well, you've got something. You're holding your phone up.
Well, just
borderline
quickly,
aggressively.
Just quickly, the last time we had something, Smarter Than Suze in the thousands was on the
God, he spent that long looking it
9th
up.
of September. We gave away
This year?
$1,200. Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Okay.
But it's everything else since then has been like max 800 or
Yeah.
600, that kind of thing. So
You really roll the dice with the double in a show. Like,
Yeah.
you know, obviously every morning I'll advertise what is coming up, and this morning I was advertising it's $1,000. But had she lost in the first hour, the second hour, you couldn't get to it. You're playing for 100 hypothetically.
know.
So
yeah.
I mean, you're really hoping the rest of Brisbane. is
Actually,
really
I'm
struggling.
wondering if that's why it's not building as much anymore because Suze is, she's not got the mental capacity because she's doing it twice a day rather than once a day.
Oh.
So like
Yeah,
back
are
when she
you
was doing it
questioning-
once a day, it was getting up to like $2,000.
Well, I mean, no, she's having to perform twice.
Hold
Yeah.
on, Alicia, are you questioning Olympic champion Susie O'Neill's mental capacity?
Yeah.
That'll make Daily Mail headlines.
Interesting move.
I mean, after Susie cancelled Ash this morning, it might be time
Yeah,
you as
no,
well. It's been
yeah.
a tough
I know.
day for everyone.
Yeah.
But I will say, you know how I've tried to find different little social media strategies to,
Yes.
To gain followers, and again,
You have
it's
been bouncing these ideas off me.
No, this is a different one.
Oh.
I've got a new one.
a new one.
I've got a new trick for
Live
you.
on the pod.
Yeah, live on the. This is my new how to gain followers and alienate people.
What is?
Well,
I want to clarify. You pitched to me earlier today when Ash was talking about fish that there's a massive market full of people who are fisher people, I guess.
I definitely think there is. I definitely think we niche it up. I think we go heavy on the fishing.
That's how I feel, Alicia.
You wouldn't get it.
You wanna appeal to one small niche audience.
According to Ash, there's 1 million recreational fisher people in Queensland.
Right.
Yeah, according to Ash.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Anyway.
that's our feeling on fishing.
Plenty of fish and sea. But my strategy here is, see, you guys can see the massive eye roll that I rightfully got. That's okay. We get this sort of gear out. I will say my relationship in the past couple of weeks with Sam Frost has been. Frosty is not the right word, but we've certainly had.
Stop it.
I'm hurting you here, aren't I?
You are.
I mean, the moment I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, Lachie. I accidentally barged in on her while she was recording a podcast. So that was a great start.
Oh, no.
And Alicia, you and I played Brouhaha yesterday, where I had my first loss in 7 weeks. Tough, but I needed it.
Just happened to be when she was in the studio.
Yeah, but she voted for me, and I did.
Oh, yes, she did.
She did.
That's right.
My technique is I really look someone in the eye, but also make sure. But it's the person I'm trying to win over, but there's a hidden hook in there to grab someone else's attention.
It's really making me uneasy. You
Yeah, I know.
Me
Yeah, and I'm starting to understand
I'm
it
the
now.
opposite. I look straight down at my piece of paper and just read. But that just shows
Anyway, I mean, we have no control.
you're an on-air guy. I'm not.
We have no control over what happens. But anyway, I realised that I may have gone
Well,
too.
we do by the story.
I may have gone a little bit too deep on my story here because after finishing my brouhaha yesterday, which just got into horrific territory, I knew it might go there, but I was really hoping that I could just let it go if I had have won.
Nick, I just want to stop down right here. You knew exactly where it was going to go.
I knew exactly where it was going.
Yeah, don't pretend.
I think you're the one that brought it up.
Yeah.
You're right. It wouldn't have come up had I not mentioned it.
No, because they didn't know what soaking was until you mentioned soaking, and then
Now
said,
we're mentioning it
"Don't
again."
Google it."
And now we have a word that's probably going to have to be banned on this show.
Yeah.
Although I will say that Utah is currently about to get they're renaming their hockey team there, and someone did suggest the Utah soaking.
Oh gosh.
Anyway, so after that was essentially me and Sam's first impression, and tough one there. Though I will say, as a social media trick, I may have piggybacked the Ash, Lachie and Susie account. Sent through the follow request on her, and also from my account at the very same time. Doubled up, got it back over the fence. And,
the way you get these follows from people
and from
on
a young
our
boy
show.
who watched it on The Bachelor 10 years ago, I'm just high-five my former self. Well done.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, it's funny.
So
She was the very, very first Bachelorette, wasn't she? I know now I'm sitting down. Lockie can't see me. She was the very, very first Bachelorette.
She was.
She was. Yeah, Blake Garvey was her season.
It's
One has gone on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
The other is Blake Garvey.
Yeah, it's true. It's funny that we talk about Sam Frost because my wife and I loved watching The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
I love those early seasons.
When we were dating, it was the thing that we watched.
That was our thing.
No
That was
way.
our thing, yeah.
No way. Alicia's like, I can't relate.
Yeah.
Anyway, we
Smashing Wigan kebabs and
we would
Put
watch
wrestling on now.
we would watch it, and so when I mentioned to my wife yesterday, I said, "Hey, guess who we had on the show today?" And she's like, "Oh, who?" And I was like, "Sam Frost." Now, I don't think this is a discredit to Sam Frost, but I think most people, if you
fun name to say where you say both the names at the same time.
it's true.
Yeah.
I think most people, if you were to say we had Sam Frost on the show, they go, "Oh, that's cool," or maybe who's that, and you remind them, "Oh, she was on The Bachelorette." But my wife was like, "Actually, really?" I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Oh, what happened?" And I said, "Oh, she actually called me to say that she was downstairs." Like that was a surprise to me.
I may have forgotten to tell Lockie that Sam Ross was sitting on the show.
So I got a phone call from Sam going, "Hey, I'm downstairs." And I was like, "Yeah, that's cool."
Oh, that's cool, man. So am I. What's up with you?
Thanks
I'm
for letting me
upstairs,
know.
It's wild.
And she's like, "Oh, am I meant to be parking in the garage?" And I was like, "I guess so. Let me come down and say hello." And I recalled that to my wife, and she's like, "You have Sam Frost's mobile number?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Interesting. We need to unpack Susanna's life a bit more.
Yeah. we probably do. Anyway, that's the story. My wife loves Sam Frost.
I should probably ask a producing question here because I guess, Alicia, you run the show, so you've had to, I guess, make these people feel nice and welcome while they've been in here. Do you have to change anything as opposed to like a normal guest who comes in?
No, not really. I mean,
Did you say
there we
anything
go.
to Sam Frost yesterday?
Did I what?
Did you say anything to Sam Frost when she arrived yesterday?
Not when she arrived because I was on the phone to a listener, but then I did go into the studio a little bit later and, introduce myself and said, if you need anything, let me know. I'll show you where the bathrooms are and all that. And especially with Kendall, because usually in our kitchen we only have full cream milk, but I know that Kendall only drinks skim. So if I know that we've got Kendall coming in, I'll make sure there's skim milk. That's the only thing I do differently.
There you go.
But yeah.
There we go. I feel like a gold prospector every time Kendall comes in because she keeps losing her earrings.
Oh.
Does she?
She has these round earrings that 3 times, since 2 or 3 times, she's lost.
You need to just
And
start
it just rolls away. And I feel like, you know,
giving them to me, and I'll just make
well,
a
I feel like
collection
Gollum.
of
Yeah.
very expensive earrings
Downward
that I
burning
can't
Kendall
afford.
Gilding's jewelry.
Yeah.
One at a time, you're slowly building up your portfolio.
Nick, do you know this? Do you know that Alicia actually got some of Kendall's jewellery?
I actually did, yes. Kendall got sent some jewelry,
You look so shocked.
and
First of all, you made it sound like Kendall has her own line of jewelry.
No.
she got sent some jewelry.
Because Kendall Gilding is perfect.
I don't know if I should say this, but nobody listens to this podcast, so it's okay. So she got sent some
It's
jewelry.
actually our second biggest podcast at
Yeah,
this table.
she posted it on her Instagram story. I commented and said, "Oh my god, that ring is so cute," and she was like, "Do you want it? It doesn't fit me." So she brought it in the next day, and she gave me a ring.
Yeah, like
Producer tax.
And like Smeagol, you just...
Yeah, my precious. Yeah, and it was really cool. I was like, oh, like on the off chance if I'd have just liked the story instead of messaging and particularly pointing it out, I wouldn't have got that ring.
The next time Kendall posts something, Nick, just go, "Wow, this looks so good." I wish my wife could have this.
so weird. We're on to Throwback Throwdown today. It's Wednesday.
Oh.
Now, we've got 8 Throwback Throwdowns to go. Now, last time I checked the leaderboard, Buzz is still gettable. The Music Man is probably the only one who can catch him.
Yes, sorry. Because
That's
we
right.
are
We're in
in
a
a
different studio, guys. We may not be able to...
No. We got this.
We can?
We got this.
Can I say, I'm quite disappointed in Buzz's pick.
Oh,
And I'm disappointed
yes.
that it's doing well.
Yeah.
Because
Hey,
it is overplayed.
Let her cook.
Thank
It
you.
is. Yeah.
This song.
It's overplayed so much that we don't get to appreciate how good it is.
Yeah, and it is an amazing song, but I don't want to hear this on the show
No.
tomorrow. I really don't.
No.
I voted for Lutzi, who I
Yeah.
don't think is doing very well.
No, I think when I last checked, Lutzi was doing all right.
It's a great song.
I worked at Triple M for way too long, and this was always their one to break up the heavy rock.
Oh.
So
That is true.
And I'm like, unfortunately I've heard this too much.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. I know it's a great song, but again, so same with you.
It got my vote.
Completely overplayed.
I don't know whether this is actually in this movie, but this feels like a song that should be in the movie About Time.
Great film.
A fantastic rom-com. It's a perfect
Really
rom-com
make me cry.
song. So my vote is also for Lutzi's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, well, sitting on the votes right now, so, yes, clear leader at the moment with 40% is Whitney Houston. I will always
Can
love
we
you.
rig this so that doesn't play?
Yeah, please.
I do
Okay,
not want
yeah.
to hear that.
You know what? Let's use this platform right now.
Because the other
Why?
thing,
Because I don't want Buzz to win.
the other thing is the thing about that song is that everyone only likes that
That
hook,
one
this
little
this
bit,
bit
yeah.
here.
Which is
Oh,
vocally that's so
It's
cool.
incredible.
But I'm
Her-
just sick of it.
Her performance of the national anthem at the Super Bowl is
Yeah.
still one of the best of all time. She was an incredible singer. But
I
you're
think-
right, it's overdone.
Suze went a bit too niche on the
Yeah.
throwback.
I know she
Ridiculous.
said she wanted like multiple choice, and she just went with her gut instinct.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, you don't let her
It's
take
not
any more
gonna get
multiple choice
votes.
tests. It's not going to get votes. And
It's a good song.
and it's not. It's on 10%.
I can't remember even what she chose.
It was Mr. Wendell, Arrested Development.
It is a good song.
It's a curious
where is
song.
it? I'm trying to find it.
It's
Here
already
we
been
go.
cleared
Here
out
we
of
go.
the
Sorry,
system.
here we go.
It's okay.
I feel like this isn't any
It doesn't feel like a winner's song.
90s streets
Yeah,
movie.
There we go.
Kind
yeah.
of Mr. T. Not Mr. T. Ice Cube, that kind of thing.
What are you trying to say?
No, it's not a good
Oh,
song.
I pity the fool that makes that comparison. No, it's not. And then finally, it was
Ashes.
Yeah, I mean, Chili Peppers is a safe bet. Not my favourite Chili Peppers song. I'm actually not a massive Chili Peppers fan. Everyone loved them when we were growing up. I'm like,
I'm
I've learned to
like, I
appreciate them
do,
a lot
I
more.
do love them, but they're not like, top 5 bands for me or whatever.
And again, I'm not one of
But then I'm
everyone in history. They're like, "Have you read Scar Tissue?" I'm like, "No, I haven't." Read
yeah,
Scar
but then
Tissue."
I'm kind of like, I can't say anything because I love Avril Lavigne. So,
Yeah,
you know.
that's fine. No, we all get it. We all get our thing. We're all allowed to have our thing.
Nick, you and I are both boy band fans.
We are absolutely. I'm not going to sing because the obvious reasons, but this is a beautiful song. When it drops into an a cappella at the end, see, matching suits, matching moves.
I'm so sorry. Nick, your musical timing is so poor.
Oh no, This is a known thing that I have no rhythm whatsoever.
Yeah.
I can't even
You
I
just,
can't
like,
even get a
clap
clap.
randomly.
I can't even get a clap right. It's terrible.
Sorry.
But Lachie, we'll just have a look around the board here because there are actually some really good things that haven't been touched.
Yeah.
And I mean, one, it's a really fun song, but it's also really horribly creepy. Sweat by Inner Circle.
Oh, yeah. This is really awkward for me because I don't actually have headphones on, but I can just hear it through your headphones
No,
playing loud
you can
enough.
keep it on. You made your choice. Now you
Is,
don't.
I have a question. Number 4, Rhythm as a Dancer. Is that the one that I will know? Or is the one that I know? Yes! Yeah. This didn't even get a spin on the show at all.
No.
This is a great song.
But not a nice throwback, but not a possible winning song.
Yeah.
You think?
No. Honestly, I thought Jump Crisscross would get a better run.
Yep.
Yeah. So a missed opportunity there, but anyway, it is what it is. We just get to bitch about it on this podcast.
We do.
Make sure you have your say. Head to our
Yeah.
story on Instagram, Ash, Lachie and Susie, and select your favourite option. The winner will be
As long as
played.
it's not "I Will Always Love You," and
Yeah, exactly right.
And
You
if
don't
it
vote
is
for
So there's
Friday,
3
I Will
options
Love.
there, guys, because one, I don't want Buzz winning this.
Well,
I'm
let's
about
two
to
options.
release some election ads to stop Buzz from winning Throwback Throwdown.
I like that. Let's
Make Buzz your last choice.
What do they call it? Negative campaigning?
Exactly
or,
right, yeah.
just
Bobby Newport. Yes.
great Parks and Rec
Parks and Rec.
reference.
Bobby.
Look, the thing is that I'm also willing to rule out Suze's song because it's so poor. So I think really you
I
won't.
like that song.
No, but like she's
just
it's not voting
yeah.
well. So if we want someone to beat Buzz, it has to be this one.
Again, Lutzie's like a long way back in the competition. I think he's actually coming last.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say
Pull it in, guys.
Vote
load
Lutzie.
up on Ash. No, load up on Ash.
okay.
Yeah, I know he's behind, but load up on Ash right
Okay,
now.
so you're saying everyone should vote for Under the Bridge.
We can't let Buzz win the Shield
Can't let him
again.
win.
No, that's fair.
How far behind is Ash in the yearly votes?
He
Is he
is-
pretty close behind Buzz?
He's
He would
he's
be.
3 full games.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he can
It's
pull
doable.
ahead.
It's 100% like
Yeah.
it is a math. I know it's never good in when you're talking finals that you pull out the M word, but mathematically Ash can still win Throwback Throwdown.
All right, let's all vote. Let's all get behind
I
Ash.
think Lutzie and Sue start looking at their 2025 campaigns and rebuilding, but I reckon Ash could make a really late run here and really show us why he's the music man.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how we go about rating this, because I know we talked about last week, Nick, the fact that we've had some people standing in. We've got the coalition of
Yeah,
Mitch
now, this is
and Buzz. We've also then got Kendall.
Coalition of the fill-in.
Exactly. Well, we've also got Kendall and Suze who share, I guess, because when Suze is away,
Yep.
Kendall has voted for her. I went away and I nerded out hardcore.
Crunch the numbers,
Oh,
baby.
no.
No, Alicia,
I-
you want to hear this.
I nerded out. I worked out based on an individual score. So if you were to count Mitch as an individual person, not as a part of Buzz, and if you would count Kendall as an individual person, not a part of Suze, Mitch is actually winning Throwback Throwdown. When
Yeah.
you look at
What?
yeah,
Yeah, which actually makes it wildly unfair that he gets to win the
That's
coalition.
crazy.
Mitch has He's
So-
won every game except one where he came second.
no, he's played 3 times and he has won every single time
Has
this year.
he?
Yeah.
And
I
Kendall.
feel like Mitch always picks really weird songs.
Mitch is a low-key gun at
I
Throwback
think
Throwdown.
last year there were a couple of times when Mitch filled in and he didn't do a great
I
job.
think that's what
Right.
we're remembering. Yeah.
and
So
then
he's understood the game better this year.
he has.
Yeah.
Kendall
I
is
saw him training pre-season. It's wild. That CD cabinet outside, he went through and learned every song. Nuts. He
Kendall
looks
is
in
in
Adelaide's
second.
music system.
Kendall is in second at the moment.
She's played
so
twice?
She's played twice,
Okay.
and she's come first, and then she's come second. So
Okay.
if you're looking at like
That's impressive.
kind of points per game, Kendall's in second, Buzz is in third, unsurprisingly, and then Ash, Lutz, and Suze, as I said them just
down
then,
the bottom.
are down the bottom. So
The title of the show.
Yeah.
yeah,
Are losing.
yeah. So I guess congrats to Mitch so far, because unless he fills in for Buzz again, which he might,
He
in the
will in a couple of weeks. Is it next week or the week after?
I don't
I
know.
think Buzz is away on a Wednesday.
But if Mitch
you
doesn't
know
have to fill in, Buzz let us know that he'd be away. If Mitch has to fill in, he might slip up and lose that spot. But
I mean, we could get in Mitch's head pretty easily.
we could. I can't
We could
see.
really throw Mitch's confidence very easily.
I can't see him losing drastically enough to to dethrone him from the top spot. But there is a possibility that Kendall Gilding, who's only played twice,
Rising
wins
star.
Throwback Throwdown.
Yeah, Rising Star Throwback Throwdown.
So
Best rookie. Incredible. Speaking of being able to pick something correctly, I know they used to do it with Chips the fish back in the day.
Yes.
Rip Chips. But I decided to use Bento to pick the winner of last week's NRL Grand Final. I didn't want to do it the week before with the AFL Grand Final because it was so clear that we were all loaded up on the Brisbane Lions, and I get a little bit superstitious. But with no dog in the fight, so to speak, I decided to use Bento to choose last week's winner. Now, I mean, I would take a second opinion from Moodang or someone like that.
Yep.
But I will say, Bento went straight for the Panthers. Bento is 1 for 1. 100% strike rate of picking winners.
Well, that should be our future telltale. Then.
Well, what we'll have is Bento picks the state election. Yes. It's not us, it's Bento.
Yeah, okay. I wonder if she'll get an official vote.
Bento.
Yeah.
I don't think dogs can vote.
You can't-
Last time I
you can't-
checked,
Shocking.
Alicia.
Can't vote.
Dogs
Come
people
on.
too, guys.
Come on, Alicia. Do
Come
you,
on, Alicia.
do you know anything about the way that elections work?
Yeah, I mean, we got our system of government from you. We
Ridiculous.
invented our language. It's ridiculous. Lockie, I'm done. I'm
You
speaking,
done?
Yeah, I don't like speaking in English anymore because it's related to her.
I was just gonna say finally, Halloween cruise obviously coming up.
Okay, now I want to speak again.
You can register now on the Nova Player app
Yeah.
if you'd like to
You
come
and three
along.
mates.
You and 3 mates.
I like that.
Do you guys know what you're going to dress as yet?
Oh, I'm still thinking. I know this is one of those things where I'm going to run out of time.
Yeah.
And also, I'm going away the weekend after, and I believe we're doing a Halloween thing, so I need to be able to double down.
I had an idea, but it
Oh.
might be a bit over the top, especially for me.
No, elaborate is good.
Well, is it the idea that you sent me?
No, it wasn't actually. What was that again? I've
Because
forgotten.
Alicia sent me a picture of Darla from Finding Nemo.
I saw that
and
costume.
then-
Yes!
And then Nemo in a plastic bag.
Fishy!
And
I was like me and you, Lucky, teaming up.
and look, Alicia, I know you look a little bit like Darla, but I don't want to be in a plastic bag. I want to be able to breathe throughout the night. So
No, my idea
You
was.
don't get a say in
I'm
this.
gonna actually say my idea because I'm not gonna do it. Shrek.
oh,
But somebody should go as Shrek because that's a great costume.
Guys.
And it's pretty easy to do.
I have an incredible idea.
Ash.
What if I dress up as a brown snake and hand out brown snake lollies on the brown snake?
My God, that's so meta and such a wonderful idea. Have we? Can you contact Radio Today immediately?
No
Dear.
comment.
No, the only idea I have at the moment, and it feels like it's a group costume, like it has to be a group costume. If you're a fan of Brooklyn Nine-Nine like I am,
Oh, the Halloween heist.
they do an annual Halloween heist on the show. And so what if I went as one of the Brooklyn Nine-Nine characters in the middle of a Halloween heist?
There's
That's
two,
very niche.
There's 2 you can't go as because that's not okay. So yeah.
Yep.
Go as
Well-
Rosa.
Yeah. Is that the one of the
Or
ones that...
Gina.
yeah,
You're a little
yeah.
bit ginger. You could be Gina.
Yeah, you're a bit of a
Gina Linetti?
You're the Gina
Yeah.
Linetti of this show. I've always said that.
Thank you.
I like that. That's a good way to think. Again, I'm tossing up between clever, topical, and mean girl slutty. So I still don't know which way to go.
Gina Linetti could work for you there too, Nick, as well.
Yeah.
That could be a fun one.
This is one of those things where I have to lock down very quickly because I'm going to run out of time in that last week. It always happens every year, and then
Yeah.
I always end up paying overs for something.
And if I'm
It's
honest,
the ADHD tax. It's horrible.
when you are unorganized or disorganized, I think that's the
Both.
word. Anyway,
Somehow both.
when you are not organized, Nick, and you have to organize something last minute, I'll be honest, I think that the standard could be higher.
I get a bit shouty.
Yeah.
What trap are you luring me into here?
Nothing. No,
Okay, right.
no, I'm absolutely no trap. I'm just saying.
No,
that
I don't do my best work then.
I expect a certain standard from you. I just want to make sure that
No, thank you,
we're all
Lockie.
delivering on that front.
No, we hold each other accountable.
Are we going to do an intra-team best dressed?
I mean, we should. Yes, there will be a video. I would love to do a video of rating our team's fits
Because I know
for effort.
the throwback throwdown party 2 years ago, it would have been now. That was the second last day of the...
That was, yes.
And so we all kind of rocked up on the last day of the show, a little bit dusty maybe, and there was
Buzz and Lussie still had
Yeah.
all their mascara. That was magnificent.
there was no real, I guess, recapping of the throwback throwdown, at least from the team perspective, who dressed as what, who, like, you know, that sort of thing. I feel like there should be an intra-team, and maybe we take this to Ash, Lutz, and Suze. Let's have a bit of a costume comp between ourselves.
Okay, yep.
Because none of us are actually going to be winning the official prizes that I'm sure Samara is organising.
I've got 2 video ideas for this already. This is great.
So we could do an intra-team costume.
As I said, as long as Buzz doesn't try to rope us into another group costume.
Well,
Cannot afford that.
That's the thing. I don't want to be a part of a group costume with Buzz.
There's going to be mutiny there.
But I think that, you know, what do we think of that idea?
I'm into it. And
Alicia,
Lachie,
you've kind
Yeah,
of
I like
switched
it.
off.
Lachie, if you're pitching a competition for the sake of competition, then
Yep.
absolutely I'm invested in it.
Sounds good. Look, I know that I'm probably not going to win, but I just want to make sure that we're all.
He's lowering expectations already.
Well, honestly, I don't think Mitch is probably the costume king of this show.
Yes, I agree.
And he's probably organised something ridiculous. He was telling me the other day that for some reason his kids did Book Week late. He sent us, Alicia and I, a message going, hey, can we do like Book Week for Mitch on the street? And we're like, Mitch, that was like 2 months ago. I don't know
I don't know how
why.
to tell you this, mate.
But for whatever reason...
Kids have hoodwinked you. They just want to wear
Yeah.
costumes to school.
Yeah, his kids' school were doing a late book week, and his son was like, oh, I want to go as a transformer. So he was thinking about making one of those like transforming
Oh, yeah, that's
costumes.
It's not easy, but
Not easy, but supposedly he's got it in his locker. So we'll see what Mitch comes dressed as. Anything else to tease for the rest of the week, Alicia, while you're down there?
you just tease Lachie a bit if you want.
Yeah, no, we've got some guests coming up, but I can't think who it is off the top of my head.
Great.
So
Unreal.
Put that in
it
the
just
promo.
immediately went off.
Put that in the promo.
That is some great teasing right there. Oh, you mentioned Bento earlier. I just want to give a quick shout out to my favourite dog, and it was her birthday.
It was.
On
We
Friday.
remembered her birthday above Ashes.
Exactly. Well,
Once again, we forgot Ash's birthday.
that was a bit.
I told you it's a forgettable date. It gets lost in with the public holiday. It's a forgettable
I know.
I couldn't even tell you. Like, is it?
I only know it's
9th?
October. I only know it's October 8th because I rewatched the video where last year he said it's on October 8th every year.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, even that is not a memorable.
No, not a.
Because we forgot last year, Lachie had it in his phone all year, and we've spoken about it multiple times
Yeah.
throughout the year, and we still forgot.
Yeah, but Ash doesn't bring it up. Lutzi slips into conversation that it's coming up.
Yeah,
and
that's
Suze tries to hide it.
Well,
and like, no, don't talk about it.
Yeah.
A month beforehand, we go, all right, well now we know what's happening.
Yeah.
Because was it? No, it's his 52nd this year. Because he was when he
Yeah.
was 50,
Whoa,
we made
dropping the age.
Yeah, that's fine.
Fine.
You can Google it. It's fine. Because we made not a massive deal, not as big as Suze's
Still in
birthday.
the demo.
But yeah, made a bit of a deal out of it when he turned 50. So last year when he was 51, we kind of just forgot about it.
Yeah.
And you're right. He's not one to make a big deal out of his birthday.
No.
Lutzi didn't even know when it was.
There we go.
And that's
fine.
that says something.
Guys, if Lutzi says it's okay, it's okay. All right, Lockie, get us out of here.
okay. Bye.